Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And starting this one, Tarik Skubal. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here on Mother's Day. And that one is inside ball 1. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Slings to first, 1 out in the top of the first. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Ildemaro Vargas.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to the plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special. Yeah, and he's been wearing out home plate lately, scoring a ton of runs for his team.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carter on his way over, makes the grab on the run. And a couple of quick outs.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Shohei Ohtani in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is a great matchup that you just don't get to see very often. The reigning Cy Young Award winner against the reigning MVP. All eyes are on this battle right here.
And it's 1-1.
1-1. That's a ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
2 outs, base is empty. That's a strike, and the count is 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Towing the slab in today's game, Shohei Ohtani, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball, that counts.
just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And up next for Detroit, Kevin McGonigal. Swings through that one for strike one.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Carter gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pickoff throw, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. Tag, and they got him.
That's an out.
So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway. One down, base is empty. Oh, that one rides up and in.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Ground ball right side. Sosa. Throw to first in time. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Singing the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Riley Green in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Two outs. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one almost got him.
Full count.
Draws the walk there.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. In the air, right side. Pages sizes this one up, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit, scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Skubal back to work. There's the strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Here comes the 0-1. That one missed. Hernandez with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
And a 2-1 on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's off the inside corner, and the count's full. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
That's in there. And the count even at 1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
No score here in the second. Next offering upstairs.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Next to hit, Andy Pages. And that drops in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That one not close. And it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Torkelson. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Comerica Park. Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith. Keith launched a homer in his most recent game. And there's a strike.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
2-2 on the way. fouled off, and they'll do it again. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. Carpenter, a former All-Star, 29 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
Just missed. Runner at first with no outs here. Splits the plate. That's strike one.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
First punch out of the game for Ohtani, and we all know Shohei brings a lot of talent to the field on both sides of the ball, but that splitter is perhaps his biggest weapon on the mound. It's nasty when it's right. He gets a lot of swings and misses with that pitch.
And that skips into dirt. Keith, the base runner at first with one out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. Throw over to first, and he's back in on a dive. Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And next up for the Tigers, Jace Young. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Ball.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And that's way high, and it's 2-1. Two outs. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
And now here is Parker Meadows.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm living, I can feel it on the stage floor. You don't know the half of what I've given to make it up to this level. Every day at home, spitting every day alone, wishing.
Back here in Detroit, and now Tommy Edman.
Number 25, Tommy Edman.
Way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside with a breaking ball. And strike 2.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out.
But one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Rhys Hoskins, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Top of the third, no score. Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one's gone. He'll circle the bases. Third home run of the season. It's 1-0.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
One down. And here is Sosa to the plate. On the ground. Slinging it to first in time.
The bat, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Mookie now. Grounded out his first time up. Inside.
That's inside.
1-0.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0.
And that's in for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson, and Betts is set down. Out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. And a swing and a miss.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Three-two. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Ohtani.
The batter, number 7.
So digging in, Kevin McGonigal. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Pitch misses inside, and now it's even 1-1. Just missed. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Pages pulls it down, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Riley Green. He reached out a walk his first time. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, onto the track, and he makes the catch. And we're back. And now Ildemaro Vargas. The wind of the pitch. On the corner for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a foul out of play. And a 1-2. To the right side. Nice grab. Throws from the seat of his pants. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one popped in the air left field. Green flashes the leather on the running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hernandez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Way out front for strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 1-0. welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And that's outside, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Shohei. And next to him for Detroit, Colt Keith. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The Dodgers up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the dirt, and that is ball one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The designated hitter, Terry Carpenter.
So 2 down now, and here is Kerry Carpenter. And that's in the dirt.
No strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one in the air. Betts makes the catch, inning over. Tigers are shut down there, still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Skubal back to work. And that is out of play. Inside, just missed. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. That one way inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pages. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
He swings and fouls one off. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 2 down, base is empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That ball's carrying. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. That one felt good. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And here is Hoskins. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Throw on to Torkelson, and that will end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-zip Dodgers. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Dingler measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. And a foul ball.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Now back, second baseman.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's the second baseman, Jace Young. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Check swing, called strike. And now the count is even.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings through that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And just misses with that one.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
foul ball, and it remains a full count. Dingler aboard here at first with nobody out. Fights it off. He'll see another. Three-two. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
First and second, no outs. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings and misses. Strike one. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. James Karinchak looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Stanek also getting ready. That's inside.
1 strike.
Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. It's 2-2.
2 strikes.
Strike 3. Shohei goes with the sweeper to finish the job.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Now a chance for Evan Carter. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next one is off the play. Now 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
The next offering misses. The count now 2-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Now here is Kevin McGonigal.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 2 outs.
0-2 is the count.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The shortstop takes the ball. And the sweeper misses. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Dingler around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-1.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. That misses. Ball 1. Two outs. Swing and a tapper. Bounces into the outfield. Base hit. Fires to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ohtani will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. James Karinchak gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
First and second, 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. And misses inside. Got him! And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get 2 and draw even again. We're through 5. We are tied 2-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Here's Mookie to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And Mookie takes. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Now the number 2 hitter, Ildemaro Vargas.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And there's a ball. That one down the line, and that's just foul. On the ground to third. And the Dodgers are set down in order. 3 up, 3 down that time. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. We are tied 2-2. Back at Comerica Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Colt Keith.
I'm held under by the world and I'm way too scared. There's a struggle through the trouble underwater as the bubbles from my mouth into the surface while I'm buried by the rubble when my lungs can bust.
First pitch misses. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Devin Williams looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Graterol getting cranked up as well. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 1 away.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Now at the plate, Dylan Dingler. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Young getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch just misses. Keith, the runner at third. Dingler over at second with 1 down. Pitch is in there, and the count is 1-1. And that one is inside. Two on, 1 out. That's in for a strike at 95. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
So up next, Parker Meadows. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Pitch misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
New inning getting started. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 1. And
That's
ball 1. A changeup missing, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Up the middle, McGonigal in plenty of time to first, and they get Ohtani for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
First offering, and it just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to 1 velocity and stay there.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and foul ball. And a ball evens the count. And a base hit right there. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Go-ahead run on base. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Skubal checks over to first, and he's back.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Fastball is outside.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
Next pitch is downstairs. Activity in the bullpen. Dylan Coleman appears to be getting loose. Holton getting loose as well. Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a ball drilled center field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder Andy Pages.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Step off throw to first.
Oh, he's in there.
And he's back safely. This one in the air center field. Meadows. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one. And this game is still tied at 2-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Devin Williams.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the right fielder, Evan Carter. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That's towards center. Edman in position. Brings it in. 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And up next for Detroit, Kevin McGonigal. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Shortened a bunt and missed it. And a count 1-2. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, left fielder
Riley Green, the next to hit. First pitch, not close.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And he was nowhere near that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. That one at 95 missed up top. 2-1. Just missed. Spencer Torkelson in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
So 2 down, and next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that one hammered. Hernandez drop step going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Tigers leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dylan Coleman.
now pitches for the Tigers. Number 62, Dylan Coleman.
And here comes Tommy Edman. He's already homered here in this one. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Bunting, and it's in the air. It's safe at first, a bunt single.
What a play right there. Drop down, just a beautiful bunt, and maybe caught the defense by surprise a little bit, but now the go-ahead run is on at first, and that could be huge.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that's in for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Hoskins pushes it foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a two-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break, and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Edmundo Sosa steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And fouled off. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next is the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Back to the mound. He's got it. On to first, and Betts is gone. That ends the frame. One left for L.A. Score remains 2-2. Back here in Detroit, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Colt Keith. Williams back to work. Outside low, and that's ball one. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Kerry Carpenter in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one fouled off. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. Going. Gone. Home run number 10 of the year, and they lead it. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Devin Williams departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher on now, Brusdar Graterol.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the catcher up to hit, Dylan Dingler. In the air, center field. And there's one down.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And here is Jace Young. Graterol, 28 years old. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. There's the strike at the knees. 0-1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
And that's in the dirt. 1-2 the count. That's down and in. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So a man aboard. And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Young leads off first with 1 away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Carter in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 outs. Pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Graterol fires, gets a piece, and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers.
Give me everything you got. Stripping down in the parking lot. Quiet type, watch him hit the spot.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jason Foley. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now, Ildemaro Vargas. Inside, just missed. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. That one just misses. And it skips in the dirt. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three and two now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Dingler collects, fires to first, in there safely.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. With the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Here's the throw. Safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. Grounder might be two. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
He's 2 outs away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. Fouled off down the right side. And a breaking ball misses outside. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Tap foul at the plate. Just misses with that one.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Two now. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Big RBI for him right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Swing and a foul out of play. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fought off foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. So the tying run at second, and 1-2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field, and there's 2 away. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jason Foley done for the night, and they turn things over to the southpaw, Tyler Holton.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers win the last 2 to take the 3-game series.
Well, it looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
And the final score here, 4-3. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Sciambi. We'll talk to you soon.